Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. Episode 3 of Taymyr. And today I reached 100 subs. So thank you very much to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. As most of you will know, I started this as a learning exercise in terms of both recording and editing and so on. But the continued support of you guys is overwhelming and makes me just want to carry on going. So 100 subs is quite the milestone. Haven't got anything special lined up today. It's just in a pretty positive frame of mind because that's a decent milestone for me, which I never expected to reach. So yeah, thank you very much to everybody who's hit that subscribe button. Very much appreciated. So what are we doing in episode 3? I'm basically heading back to the garage, taking the trailer with me, and we are going to look at the geology research type activity that's required to open up access to the quarry map and subsequent maps, and that is going to be the focus of today's episode. I'm not sure how far we'll get. I have a rough idea with these tasks, what's involved in them, but I've not done them before, obviously. It doesn't like being stuck there, does it? Boggy, swampy mess stuff, that is. Let's get this attached from the side of the trunk. Yeah, so we're going to do the geology research as the first thing, which is why I need to go back to the garage, because I need to fit the seismic module add-on. And then on the way there we'll get the derelict retired Zix 5368, because that needs to be delivered back to the garage as well, so we may as well get it while we're driving past. Get that add-on fitted and then come back out again. And I do know roughly, partly because I've looked on MapRunner anyway, but I've also seen other people's videos of doing this particular task. So I do have a rough idea where these things are, but I'm still going to get there and find them, and I am going to use this truck for it. Partly because it's the only one I've currently got on this map that's capable of holding the seismic, but I also got no reason not to use this truck. I was going to check out the south exit from the farm to see how it was, because I know this road is horrible. Look how deep I am, look. That's up to my drivers. Oh, my driver needs a snorkel. I don't know about the truck. Yeah, I thought about just going out the other way just to compare, but the problem with that is I wanted to get this retired derelict truck task done as well, and that means this way is the best way, basically. The crocodile was exploring at the end of episode 2, and I've left it there for the minute. It's a little bit low on fuel, but it's got a full roof rack of fuel, so it should be fine. These semi-trailers sure do add a load when you're dragging through that sticky stuff, even though it's empty. So that's a contest. We'll avoid that for now. Don't want to be doing any contests just yet. This truck could do with a high range gearbox. It is fairly slow. pros and cons, right? They got to compromise. They can't just have one truck that does everything, but it's more capable and more fuel economical than the Paystar for sure. But it's also a lot slower. But you can't have it all. Right, so we pulled this out a bit on the way in last time. Just gonna hook it on and drag it basically. I'm taking the trailer back with me because I've looked ahead a little bit, and the follow-on contract after doing the exploration one or geology one does require cargo to be collected from the railway station and taken to an area near here. So I may as well have the trailer back there so it's ready for that. I want to get into the other maps, partly because there are some upgrades I care about. So the Taymyr race suspension, for example, and upgraded engines for the Taymyr and for this truck. And I think the Taymyr having the Taymyr with raised suspension just gives me another choice, because I also found the Taymyr to be quite fuel economical. Right, so I'm just going to drop the towed vehicle there, and then I'm going to come in here and drop the trailer. Pretty much ready for loading, because I will be back here to load at some point, hopefully this episode. Let's see how much of a ball ache it is to get these scanning places done for the geology task. Let's go back and get the truck, bring it in, deliver it. I think I can leave the crane on. I don't know why I would, but I might as well, I suppose. I don't think it makes any difference. A little bit of added weight, but probably a little bit of fuel economy loss maybe. Right, so let's just, before we do anything else, let's see if this thing's got any fuel in it that we can nick. No, it hasn't. So, no nefarious borrowing of fuel to be done. Okay, so it's just a case of dragging it into the box. There we go. $2,350 to deliver something that was pretty much on our way. Let's get this back in the garage, get that low saddle off, and get the seismic module fitted, and then we're off. Right. Just out of interest, what's my repair state like? So suspension's had a bit of a beating. I do need to sort that out. I'm not going to pay $5,000 for it now. Customize add-ons. So I need this seismic vibrator module. And that, oh, that has taken the crane off, hasn't it? Yeah. So that's removed my crane. Fine. Right, so let's have a look at this gearbox. So there's no high range option. Yeah, I guess Advanced Special is the best one I've got access to. Wisconsin for that one, but I don't know whether that would be good anyway because it's increased fuel consumption. Everything else stays the same. No reason to change anything else. So, without further ado, well, let's make sure we got the right task done, selected. So we are going to do geological exploration. Like I say, I roughly know where these are because I've got Map Runner access. I haven't got to this part of the map yet, but I think the first one is more or less there. So it'll be a case of turning off here and going off up through this trail and trying to get to roughly this location. I noticed when I was driving past it just then that there's an upgrade down in this little pool thing, but I'll go down there and get that with the crocodile next time I'm in this area. Not sure what it is, but yeah, we'll get that next time the little truck's in the area. Right, let's go. Daylight's wasting. So I've never done a task like this with this seismic module, but before I started recording my own episodes, just watching other people's videos of this game, I've seen it done several times. And like I say, the Map Runner is a part of my SnowRunner toolbox, so I've seen from Map Runner roughly where these things are. And although it looks like you could do them in any order, I'm going to grab this north one first, I think. I don't see any kind of preferential order for doing them. Fill her up. That's just a little pause for a thumbnail. Bit of stick floating in the sky. Okay, so this is where we leave the main tarmac road surface and head off into the wilds. And hope that this goes alright. Just ran right into there's a log underground there. I might even get near the watchtower that's up on this north part of the map with this truck, because I figure if I can go off-road enough to get the seismic exploration, I can probably reach the watchtowers as well. Lots of gnarly little bits of root in the mud that are causing the chin of this vehicle to snag. So I've said a few times that you wouldn't catch me driving a truck like this over bridges of this nature, but I don't know if anybody else has ever watched it, but Ewan McGregor and Charlie, is it Borman? Anyway, Ewan McGregor and his mate Charlie did the Wrong Way Round and Wrong Way Down motorbike series where they rode BMW motorbikes. And they basically went around the world. And in one of the series, they went through Russia. And it was quite interesting. I like motorbikes anyway, so I was interested in it anyway. But they definitely went through roads not dissimilar to these, and bridges like that. And there was one particular episode where they needed to cross this big fast flowing river, and they waited until somebody turned up with a big old, I think it might have been I can't remember if it was a 6x6, but it was a truck of pretty significant proportions. And they put the motorbikes in the back, and then that truck was going over bridges and washed out rivers, not dissimilar to what this game has got in it. So certainly this game is pretty realistic, really. I was pondering that the other day, and I was thinking I want to dig out. I used to have them on DVDs, but a long time ago, long time since I've had a DVD player. But I might see if I can get that on a digital download and watch that series again. Right. So I don't think that mark is far off where Map Runner seems to suggest I need to be. Around here somewhere. Oh, it started to beep. So I guess within 150 meters it starts beeping. That's funny. I stopped at 151 meters, and as soon as I started rolling again, it started beeping. And it seems like it's beeping faster as I get closer. Obviously, a lot of you guys who were early players of this game would have had to explore to find these things. So I know in that, in that regard, I am doing this the easy way, because I've already got a map that more or less shows me where I need to be. But you all know where these things are. There's not a lot of point in me spending 3 or 4 episodes searching the wilderness to try and find something. It's got to be around here somewhere though. $34 meters. This is an area where having the HUD on would help. 32 meters. 27 over this little stream bed. .37, so I'm going the wrong way. So maybe go north a little bit up this stream bed. Right, so that seems... well, 0.2 meters, so that seems pretty close to me. Search, then scan. So how do I scan? It's not beacons, because that's beacons. How do I use the scanner? Does it count like a crane?
One eternity later.
I'm going to turn my HUD on because I'm slightly worried. And it might, I just got a feeling it must be something to do with the crane type logic because it's a deployable thing, but I'm surprised it's not giving me anything else. So I'm just going to turn my HUD back on to normal mode. X to show damage. Does my engine need to be on? Ah, okay, so weirdly, button number 7. If I had the HUD on, I would have seen button number 7. Which, as far as I can make out, doesn't do anything else in this game. So, I need to be in the right spot, I need my engine on, I need to hit button number 7. I did a quick Google search and the only thing I could see is it should show up like crane controls, which made me think that my HUD being immersive might be why I was struggling with that. So put that back into the way I like it. Engine off, and now we're going to work out where we're going to go next. So we're fairly close to this watchtower. Feels to me like it's worth a look. See as how I'm so close? Or should I just not get sidetracked? Should I just get on with... maybe I should just get on with it. So that and getting on with it would be... out here, down here, pick up this trail and then work out how to get back onto a road. So that I can come down to probably the west one next, although I might want to get some fuel. Yeah, okay, let's get down onto there. I'm going to probably get to the log station, which is where the fuel is, right in the middle of the map, and then we'll probably go and get the west one next. Well, yeah, trying to work that out. Of course, if it's a new user interface that I've never used before, having my HUD switched off is going to make it harder. Duh. Don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, but anyway. 7 is a bit of a strange binding for it. I would have been fine with it being on the same button as deploying the crane, given that you can't have a crane and this thing at the same time, at least on this truck. Right, am I going the right way to get out of here? I am not sure. But I'm going to do it anyway. That's a pretty gnarly bit of terrain, isn't it? Oh wow. Gnarly's not the word, that's horrible terrain. Not nice at all. Getting to late afternoon as well now, so it's starting to get dark. I think play it safe, turn left. That's probably a pretty nasty gully to try and come down there, so I'm not going to do that, especially if it's starting to get dark. So turn left, back out to here, and then probably just straight across there to the main road. Less risky. Lights on, getting dark enough for lights. Should have gone out the same way I came in. This is a much worse road. Right. So the next one there's one there, and then there's another one down here somewhere. So I think I may as well cut across the map. Quite a lot more off-road, isn't it? I don't see an easy route into it. Unless it's down to this warehouse and follow that gully up to it. Because it's going to be either that or try and get through these trees. And that depends on how evil the devs have felt like being. Well, out here. May as well come here. This drowned truck, I don't know where it's going to go. So I'll grab that on the way past. Just leave the marker there. Let's just go see what that task is. But then I will push on to this warehouse and probably come down and try and get up through this wet, swampy, horrible looking mess, because it looks as good a route as any. Not going to think about any of these upgrades for a minute that I'm driving past. I don't know if there's any of them that are important to me. I haven't checked, but I'll do that in the crocodile. And it is now coming into full dark. So we're doing this in full dark coming up for the next 20 minutes of play, probably. Right, so this is the waypoint that I marked to say there's a truck nearby. So let's just have a little shufty, see if we can get down there, at least tag what it is. Even if we don't try and pull it out now. Yeah, it's quite easy. Be silly not to at least tag it, because I might need to bring repairs or whatever. So, ground truck, start tracking it. Looks like it does need repairs from the spanner symbol on it, but let's have a look. So it needs a lot of repairs. It's a Voron AE, so it's a different Voron to the one we've seen before. And it looks like it needs wheels, fuel, and repair points. So I suppose I might as well as before try and drag it back to the road, because I might then come in and repair it with the crocodile. Either that or drag it back to that place that's got the repair trailer. I'll do. That's close enough to the road. Back on the correct activity. And we're going to come through here. This looks like a big radioactive. It's all red, isn't it? I don't know what that actually represents, but might be a case of coming in this way and then going through the middle, but that's all flooded. So it's much of a muchness probably. Let's see if I can get around here without getting bogged down. Back in the cab, quite like the cab view of this one. Nice big window. Probably better for nighttime viewing than following a dark truck. See, these are good lights because unlike the full set of lights that I put on the Crocodile, these don't dazzle you, you can actually see. Right, I think this is where I might be going a little bit. No, okay, not yet. Going off piste in a minute. What's that then? Fallen power line or something? Maybe? Not. Right. So what's occurring here then? This all looks a bit boggy with those reeds. See if we can get a bit of purchase. No, there's something pretty unpleasant catching me up there. Maybe go around the outside of it. At least it looks drier. Kind of feels like there ought to be a way through these trees, but it looks quite a dense forest to me. This looks like some kind of a zombie apocalypse. Look at all the green eyes around me. There's eyes looking at me from all directions. Look at it, look. What's this place been then? Or whatever it is, I think I was right with the radiation because it looks like it's made every piece of wildlife in the district glow in the dark. So that takes you to the railway line, which takes you onto quarry. I don't think that features so much in this level, but then I want to be basically coming along what looks like a ridge there and try and stay as dry as I can, and my target is basically there. So back her up a little bit. Oh, those eyes are freaking me out a little bit. Can I get through here? Not sure what I can knock over of this stuff. fence ought to just go over, doesn't it? Yeah. This would be easier in the daylight. There's got to be an easier way in than this, isn't there? Right, so that's my 150 meter range marker. 137, and I'm now more or less going to try and go straight in the direction that I think it is. Let's just double check. It's kind of maybe more like here. It does look at the moment like it's more rocks than mud, which should be okay. I guess finding this without the aid of either map runner or watching other people's videos with the HUD on, it's not too bad because it shows you the distance, so I can see that I'm only 18 meters from where I need to be. Handbrake on, see if that's close enough. Search and then scan. So I think, well, unless you do have to look around, I'm just going to put the HUD back on until this is done. There we go. Awesome. Engine on. I'll leave the HUD on until we're done, because I'm not sure whether that was just not pressing 7 or whether it's because I wasn't in the V menu to then press 7 and have it enabled. So, south, we are more or less talking here, so quite a ways. Fuel's pretty good. A bit of daylight coming in. I want to turn it around here. I'm just going to retrace my steps, I think. It's not like I've got to find a better route to come in here, because I'll never have to come in again for this particular area. So I did the right thing. There's no way I would have got down to the destination, got the exploration item and got back here for fuel. And I think this is the furthest south fuel that I've got at the moment. Big lake, isn't it? Right. So now, oh, it's already beeping at me. So engine off, and as far as I can make out, it's about there, which probably means coming up what looks like a bit of a ridge. Try and stay on the flat top of it as long as I can. Minimise the risk of rolling this thing over. Right, so into there and then 7. There we go. So I didn't need the HUD, I just needed to be in the function menu. Oil recon is a success. $50 short of 10 grand for that one, so that's not bad at all. Engine off. And let's have a look at what we've got now. So the most important thing now is that this one, looking beyond the horizon, which I'm going to accept and track, I can get where I left the sideboard bed. Can't select it at the moment. It's not letting me, because the sideboard bed is right on top of the loading zone. But anyway, I know I can get the cargo container there, and I can get something here, but I think I can get what I need from this place, which is relatively close, although it is up in a twisty, horrible place where I went up for scanning just now. So the next job is to, because I can't carry cargo or load cargo because I've got no crane, is to get the Azov all the way back up the side of the map to the garage, put probably the low saddle back on it, go in, load this trailer up with whatever it is I can load from here for this task. So that's a 2 slot, so I need 5 slots. So I can't, no, hang on, I think the cargo container is 2 slots, isn't it? I think the cargo container is 2 slots. So I need to do 2 trips anyway. So load up whatever I can from here. I don't really relish going up that little path with a semi-trailer, but so I might end up just putting the 2 slot bed on the truck and doing 3 trips instead of 2 or whatever. But because I haven't got, at the moment, I haven't got a 2 slot trailer to give me 4 slots of cargo with a bit more maneuverability than that semi-trailer. So I may end up doing this as 3 trips with this truck. Wouldn't be the end of the world. But the next task to do is to get the Azov back up to the garage and get it fitted out to do cargo and crane work. But not surprisingly, I expect that is for the next episode. It's a nice thumbnail, isn't it? Let's get a capture of that one. Which side is this? Yeah. So I'm going to wrap the episode there. This is a bit longer than it should be, so I'll have to do a fair bit of time-lapsing probably, but I'm sure I can get this in. There's a lot of dead driving in between areas where it's not so interesting. I thank you so much for getting me to 100 subs. I really, really appreciate every single subscription that I've got on this channel. Yeah, slightly overwhelmed with it. It's brilliant. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And I hope to see you in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.